Good evening and welcome to the Congregational Church of Littleton's Facebook page. No matter who you are or where you are on life's journey, you are welcome here. So tonight we will continue reading from the Jesus Storybook Bible. And our story this evening is The Good Shepherd. It's David the Shepherd King from Psalm 51, 2 Samuel 7, and paraphrase from Psalm 23. Let's see what this is about. David was a shepherd, but when God looked at him, he saw a king. Sure enough, when David grew up, that's just what he became. And David was a great king. He had a heart like God's heart, full of love. Now, that didn't mean he was perfect, because he did some terrible things. He even murdered a man. No, David made a big mess of his life. But God can take even the biggest mess and make it work in his plan. I need a new heart, Lord, David prayed, because mine is full of sin. Make me clean inside. God heard David's prayer. He forgave David, and he made David a promise. I will make you great, David, and one day a king will be born into your family, and he will heal the whole world. Did you know that David was a songwriter too? In fact, his songs were so good they might have been in the top 40 charts, if they had been invented then. David's songs are like prayers. They are called psalms, and this one is called the Song of the Shepherd. It's probably number 1 on the psalm charts. And it goes like this. God is my shepherd and I am his lamb. He feeds me, he guides me, he looks after me. I have everything I need. Inside my heart is very quiet as lying still in soft green grass, in a meadow by a little stream. Even when I walk through the dark, scary, lonely places, I won't be afraid, because my shepherd knows where I am. He is here with me. He keeps me safe. He rescues me. He makes me strong and brave. He's getting wonderful things ready for me, especially for me, everything I've ever dreamed of. He fills my heart so full of happiness, I can't hold it all inside. Wherever I go, I know God's never stopping, never giving up. Upbreaking, always and forever, love will go too. God gave David that song to sing to his people, so they could know that he loved them and would always look after them, like a shepherd loves his sheep. And one day, God was going to do something that would inspire thousands upon thousands of new songs. God was going to show his people once and for all just how much he loved them. Another shepherd was coming, a great shepherd. He would be called the Good Shepherd, and this shepherd was going to lead all of God's lambs back to the place where they had always belonged, close to God's heart. That is the end of our story. You've heard about David in the other stories. He's a shepherd. God sees him as a king. And you know what we find out? David had made mistakes. He wasn't perfect. He had a kind heart, but sometimes mistakes were made. I wonder if you've ever made a mistake. I wonder if you've ever done something and thought, I wish I hadn't done that. And then I wonder if you had a chance to speak to God and ask for her forgiveness. Or maybe maybe if it was a mistake to a person, maybe you asked for their forgiveness. Take a little moment and think about that. Wonder if there was ever a time. One of the things I find encouraging about the story is that God knew David made mistakes. David knew he made mistakes, but God forgave him. God is always with us. And I learned something new. David likes to write songs, and he wrote the songs called Psalms. Now, I read the psalm he wrote in this story. I'm wondering what tune you might put to that psalm if you were going to sing it. See if you can find it in your Bible. I know at the beginning I read this is from Psalm 51 and also a paraphrase of Psalm 23. So look up those psalms. See if you can put a tune to his writings. See what the song would be. So he would sing those songs to his people. I also wonder if you could write your very own song. Your very own song about sharing God's love with everyone around you. I wonder what that would sound like. If you do come up with a song, and you have a song in your heart, and you want to send it to me, I would be so happy to see it. You can message it to me, you can type it, and send it to me in a message. If you're brave and you want to sing it and send me a voice message, I'd love to hear that as well. So I hope you have a chance to do that. Maybe I'll see if I can think of a song to make up. I do like to make up songs. See if I can make up a song about sharing God's love. So let's end on that note. And I'll tell you that next week we are going to read A Little Servant Girl and the Proud General. We will see what that is about. And on this Friday in our Zoom class, we will be doing some mindfulness and yoga. We are going to move our bodies. We are going to meditate a little bit. And we're going to do some yoga poses to a Bible story. That might be a little fun. See if you can join me. And remember, if you don't have the link, you can just message me right here on Facebook on this video, and I'll make sure you get it. All right? I hope everybody has a great evening and a wonderful rest of your week. Goodbye.